Hi Capricorn, welcome to the full moon navigation for July or beginning July 20th and 21st, 2024, depending on where you are on this orb. These readings are for navigating the lunar cycles. I think big things happen. Like I said, full moon closes out cycles. The cycle that you're closing out is number one, consciousness, optimism. However, it was reversed. So we are going to look at the reversed meaning of this card. But it kind of can represent a darker view of things. Could indicate a situation where maybe some of your plans were stalled, things that you hoped for or outcomes may not have been to your liking. And again, we're leaving this cycle, right? We're finishing up this cycle. Maybe you can feel a little frustrated because of it, or pessimistic. But this card is telling you to reverse negativity now. No matter what happened, you do have the option to create more positive things, live in a consciousness of optimism, and it's a daily sort of exercise. For me, I think one way to do that is to feel gratitude or be thankful for something every day. And, you know, that's a really good thing to do in the morning, just to wake up and be like, well, thank you for the rising of the sun. You know what I mean? Thank you for fresh air. Thank you for a comfortable bed, whatever it is that you, and that will help to start you on an optimistic approach every day. So this card is asking you to make a conscious choice to maintain your optimism even through times that maybe are not. Okay? So that's the direction that this reading is going in. It gives you an indication of the basis of this lunar cycle for you. The first two cards are you and, where you find yourself at the time of the full moon, or if you are consciously closing something out. 2 5s. Okay, that's a big indication there. The center cards are indicating you and what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're doing. It's you in this situation. And the last column is probable outcome. Probable because some things we can change when we're four-armed, right? Ooh, 5 5s, or 3 5s. And some things we are meant to experience. We've chosen to experience them when we've landed on this orb, and it is always for our growth, though it may not always feel like it at the time. However, if we choose to see the message in our situation, it makes it a lot easier. At least it helps us to move away from any darker thoughts, and that helps things quite a bit. If anything, to find neutrality, the middle path, like the Buddhists. 3 5s indicates, 5 is an unstable number, so it indicates instability. You have 3 5s, so you have it in the mental energy, the 5 of Swords. You have it in the physical energy, which could be financial or physicality, and you have it in the emotional. And actually, those 3 are pretty tough. The nice thing is we do find some sort of foundational stability here. The 5 of Swords is a difficult situation. It says that words have impact. Whether this is words towards you or your words towards somebody else, our words have impact. It can be the humiliation card. It can be a sort of victory. Somebody may have gotten what they wanted, but it may not have been the way they wanted it. It's kind of an empty victory. It's a shallow victory. And it brings some instability to the mind. which obviously then brings instability either to your finances or to your physical well-being. Um, excuse me, I'm thirsty. The Five of Pentacles is challenges that we face together. And the frequency of 5 brings instability that pushes us to find balance. So it is sort of a necessary evil, I guess you can say. But this is lack mentality, the Five of Pentacles. So somebody possibly in your atmosphere or you, it doesn't look like you though. It can be situations around you, can be having some financial difficulty or feeling unwell. This is kind of looking outside in, right? Everybody has a great partner but me. Everybody has a beautiful home but me. Everybody has but me. The couple on the outside can walk into that church and be warm, but they prefer to kind of concentrate on the negative side of things. And that's consciousness here, optimism reversed. This can be in regards to a new beginning of some sort. Perhaps the new beginning that you were hoping for, or a new passion that you were hoping for didn't go the way you wanted it to. Maybe there was an argument that things were said that maybe you couldn't take back. But the Ace of Wands is passion, but it can also be a very sexual card. So we want to be careful there, right? But it can also be just passion, right? So like I said, maybe you were hoping to meet with somebody and sparks should fly and that sort of thing. And maybe the person couldn't show up because they weren't feeling well. Or maybe words were said that kind of threw things for a loop. The Ace of Wands offers a new passionate beginning of some sort. And when received, it's the stuff that dreams are made of. Now, it can also be that you've gone through a very difficult period and all of a sudden this new beginning is offered. There's something new that is offered because the next two cards are really nice. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is very self-sufficient. It's a luxury card, but it is Venus in Virgo. And Venus is the love card, right? It's a very romantic energy, but it's also love and motherhood and nature and all things beautiful, beauty itself. Somebody's surgery could have gone wrong, like corrective surgery or something like that. That's a possibility here. But in any case, this is a self-sufficient individual, a very independent person. So Venus in Virgo, when love is offered, it is the big gestures that we're looking at. It's the very practical things, right? Who helps me to get the kids ready? Who helps to do the dishes after I've cooked? Or who offers to cook? Or who offers to do the laundry? It's very practical things that Virgo, right, is interested in. They're not interested in the big displays of affection. They want something a lot more grounded, and that's love to them. That's probably how Virgo shows their love, right? They'll cook you a great meal. They'll make sure that your house is spotless. They'll do your paperwork because they're great at details, right? It's the very practical things that they do for you to show that they love you. But you also have the Three of Cups there, so this is the joy of life, the joie de vivre. Okay, so this is where gratitude comes in. Now, these are the muses um, that inspire us. And so it is looking for the joy in life, the happiness in life. And this is something that you're doing. You may be doing it on your own. And like I said, that's why I say you haven't found that practical person, or you're still on your own, that kind of energy. But these are females that lift us and hold us up. It's also just enjoying life, having the joys of life. And that can be something that you're trying to manifest at this time. This is Mercury in Sagittarius, and Mercury is the communication planet. And so what you communicate, what you say, goes out into the universe, because this is the law of attraction card, and it hits its mark as long as everything is in sync, everything is moving in the same direction. Our thoughts, our deeds, our words, our thinking, our heart, our emotions, everything moving in the same direction. And while things may be a little bit up in the air at this moment, still everything moving in the same direction will eventually hit its mark. And so I don't know if this is you, or you can be having some ups and downs. Maybe some things are going well, maybe some things are not. I do feel like a new beginning can have some difficulty getting off the ground, even if it's financially. But it may give you the opportunity to enjoy life a little bit. And like I said, optimism, gratitude is the thing that balances out the energy. It changes everything. The Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Again, there's an emotional instability with the Five of Cups. It's the grieving card. And it can be that there are other people who have gone through some difficulty here. And there can be a grief cycle happening. Somebody that we're grieving. Well, I don't think that's for everybody, so I'm not going to mention it. But in any case, the Five of Cups, as far as grief is concerned, is a natural part of the cycle. But this card asks you not to stay in that grief too long. Don't concentrate on everything that has spilled and hasn't worked out. Turn your attention to what is still good and create new foundation from that. The Four of Pentacles is the Sun in Capricorn, and that's a very empowering card. Capricorn empowers itself, but it also empowers others. And it does it by creating good, solid foundation. And that's the Four of Pentacles. It can also be on the negative side, the Miser card, holding on, holding back. And Capricorn can have difficulties saying things. They feel things very deeply, but the words just don't come out. They just sometimes have a very difficult time expressing themselves. And so it can be holding back. And it can be because we're hurt here with the Five of Cups. There can be some emotional sadness or grief that holds us back and can block the heart. And it can also be because we're in a bit of uncomfortable position. The funny thing is, you're behaving contrary to maybe what you're feeling or what's going on around you. I don't know that that's a bad thing, to be honest with you, because it is trying to be optimistic in some dark situations that are going on around you. But your Four of Pentacles, right, the self-empowerment, leads to meeting people that think like you, that act like you. It's a rite of passage. It brings balance, but it also attracts like-minded people. And interestingly enough, both of these cards are very celebratory cards. So there could be parties going on around you. There can be, and like I said, I think it feels to me like there's things whirling around you, some instability, some chaos, some difficulties, and yet you kind of do maintain, or maybe even it's your outward appearance, you do maintain this energy of let me stay focused, let me stay positive, let me be an independent person with my own strong will, and that may very well attract similar people to you. Four of Wands is a very celebratory energy, but it can also be the marketplace. And when you're looking at the Five of Pentacles, perhaps things haven't been going well in the marketplace around you, but these are people who think like you, who act like you, who may invite you in to their situation, right? It's very possible that you've had these new passions, these new ideas, and they haven't worked out, right? You stay optimistic, you keep the lines of communication going, you're going to keep your energy going in the right direction, and then bingo, you find the right person, you find the right situation. And because of your optimism, even though you can be feeling contrary, it's kind of like I'm being shown sort of like a tree that bends in the wind, right? It bends, but it doesn't break. Really, I feel like things are swirling around you, and yet you're maintaining this rather positive ideology. That's good, Capricorn. Become a peace ambassador. Yeah, see what I mean? Archangel Uriel. Yeah, it's kind of like you're the calm in the storm. Or you are somebody who can help other people to maintain some optimistic attitude. And maybe that's through what you're grateful for, your gratuity, how you feel, and how you're thankful for things. Interesting, really interesting reading. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take very good care, and thank you for watching. It's appreciated. Bye for now.